We're all adults here, but we don't have to act like it. Sometimes it's fun to put away the Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto games to try out something meant for a younger audience. Let's enter the judgment-free zone to show you some of the best kids games adults have a blast playing. Stick around to see a game we know you all still love to play. Before you watch, click subscribe. You'll join our notification squad and be the first to know of new content. Now, enjoy watching 10 games meant for kids that are a guilty pleasure for adults. Roblox. When it comes to open-world gaming, Minecraft is clearly intended for all ages and has many adult players. Roblox, on the other hand, is definitely skewed towards younger crowds. Cartoonish graphics paired with simplistic gameplay makes things easy for players to learn and explore. These elements don't mean Roblox isn't a blast for adults to get their hands on, especially when the game includes a free Xbox One download edition. The inventiveness of Roblox comes from the unique nature of the various games players can try out. What adult doesn't want to run their own McDonald's, GameStop, or pizza shop? If you're not trying to run a successful business, you also have the option to race against other players in both obstacle courses and car racing tracks. I kinda hate to say it, but it feels pretty good beating a 10-year-old in a Roblox race. If racing isn't your thing, then connect to your inner child by playing a game of hide and seek. Roblox players scatter around levels, search for other characters, and participate in a number of different themes including cartoons, high school, and superheroes. Making a free account on Roblox is easy to do, allowing adults to get sucked into the guilty pleasure right away. Sneak in games on your browser at work, play on a portable device, or just kick your kids off the computer for some Roblox time of your own. Disney and Pokemon Art Academies. Adult relaxation used to include mature activities like reading, doing crossword puzzles, or some type of tedious hobby like, knitting. Seeing the beautiful sight of a fresh box of crayons, adult leisure time was completely transformed with the widespread acceptance of grown-up coloring books. Advertised as therapeutic and stress-reducing, adult coloring really boils down to the fact that coloring is awesome, and now we finally have an acceptable excuse to do it without hiding our coloring books under the bed. The same premise exists when it comes to the Nintendo 3DS. The portable console features two Art Academy games, Disney Art Academy and Pokemon Art Academy. Through the games, you can learn to draw, color, and shade all types of iconic characters from both franchises. Using the 3DS touchscreen, which works even better on the XL version, doodle your way through various challenges using the stylus. If you're feeling even more adventurous, set up a sketchpad right next to the 3DS and make the drawings in real life. Let's face it, staying in the lines can be boring. Both games feature free paint modes where it's okay if Pikachu's yellow extends beyond his tail. Once you complete your proud creations, the designs can be sent to any wireless-enabled printer. Too bad a free refrigerator magnet isn't included to hang up your works of art. Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World. One of the cutest characters in the whole Mario universe is Yoshi, the dinosaur-like character who loves to eat things and really doesn't mind if an overweight plumber hops on his back for endless rides. The minds at Nintendo must have had a board meeting where they asked, how can we make Yoshi cuter? And the answer came in the form of a knitted yarn Yoshi. And just for giggles, the developers decided to toss in some cute yarn puppies along the way, giving us the Nintendo 3DS platform game Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World. Sure, the game is beyond easy and even features hints if you're stuck, but there's something extremely fun about controlling the yarn-made Yoshi. The typical Mario coins have been replaced with beads, stamps, and special balls of yarn. The game has your grandma written all over it. Sure, it may be just a little bit embarrassing to play the game alone in a bachelor pad, but who really cares when you can use the Yoshi Woolly amiibo to unlock extra powers? The unique graphics and level design help the game stand out, and there's plenty to explore within each level. Mario games are clearly more challenging, but here the challenge has been replaced with fun. Don't feel guilty picking up the title to help put you in a better mood whenever you're feeling down. DuckTales Remastered. As adults, our time spent watching Saturday morning cartoons are long over, but no one said we couldn't play games based off them. Okay, and still watch a few episodes every now and then. Let's face it, the release of DuckTales Remastered is aimed at children, but we all know it's truly for the nostalgic adults looking to recapture the happiness that came from their youth. The remake of DuckTales, woo! completely revamps the original side-scrolling game as you take control of an HD version of Scrooge McDuck and follow the whole gang through a series of adventures. The graphics are true to the original animated series, and the DuckTales theme song is featured in all its glory. Cutscenes feature accurate voices, smooth animations, and all your favorite characters. The original was a pretty decent side-scroller, but the updated DuckTales, is that stuck in your head yet? Anyway, the updated DuckTales, improves on every level. Enemies are more detailed and challenging, gameplay mechanics are smooth, and it feels like a completely new game because of the positive changes. Unlike other remakes or spin-offs, the game doesn't feel like a cash cow trying to snatch your money away. Once you're done playing the game, you'll be ready to binge-watch episodes, dream of diving into a vault of gold coins, and wish you had a bowl of sugary cereal to eat while you were playing. The LEGO franchise. By the time we were all 12 or so, maybe 13, okay, let's push it to 15 years old, we faithfully packed away our Legos for good, sold them off or stuffed them in the attic. Then, LEGO decided to honor a whole new generation of fans with official LEGO video games based off popular licenses. Why would we want to play the LEGO Batman trilogy when us adults were given Batman Arkham City? Wait, they released a Lord of the Rings version? And a Harry Potter version? The whole damn Star Wars trilogy and the prequel trilogy? Take our money! Besides featuring some of the coolest pop culture licenses, the LEGO games are fun to play. There's something therapeutic about smashing everything in sight and watching everything turn into tiny LEGO bricks. The humor only added to the games and made us fall in love with the LEGO brand all over again. By the time LEGO Dimensions was released, not only were we addicted to playing LEGO games, but now we were buying and building actual LEGO sets again. I mean, we were assisting our children with their new LEGO sets. But they better not touch our Back to the Future DeLorean add-on pack. LEGO only continues to thrive in the video game world, and no matter what age group the games are targeted for, we'll be picking up a controller to try out all the releases. Splatoon. You would think the biggest thrill from playing games like Battlefield and Call of Duty was getting a headshot on your opponent or hitting a beautiful sniper shot from a long distance. But one kid's game proves this theory wrong. Nintendo's Splatoon series showcases a fun shooter that doesn't always have to be about the kills. Splatoon for the Wii U and Splatoon 2 for the Nintendo Switch are great training grounds for the digital shooting gamers of the future, but they're also fun for any of us who are great at shooters already. Don't feel embarrassed as you replace real bullets with globs of paint and a pair of safety goggles. The goal of the game is to paint a level with as much of your team's color as possible, and the whole premise turns out to have a lot of competitive fun involved. Sure, it's no recreated battle from World War II, but there's something relaxing about spraying a shopping mall with giant globs of paint. Splatoon 2 offers expanded fun thanks to the Switch Online service. It feels pretty great taking on groups of 10-year-olds as you try to claim dominance in various arena battles. Games emulate turf wars, capture the flag, and tower protection as you try to survive and win. Just don't be surprised if you find yourself picking up a copy of Splatoon over the latest mature first-person shooter game. Disney Infinity. The ultimate Disney mashup comes to consoles in the form of Disney Infinity. With each new release of Disney Infinity games, we were slowly drawn to the games more and more. The first release featured a majority of classic Disney characters and merely piqued our interest. Then Disney Infinity 2.0 was released and included our favorite Marvel heroes. If we didn't own the game by then, we were definitely shelling out money for Disney Infinity 3.0 as the series transitioned into all Star Wars sets. The built-in levels featured a great mix of characters, and Disney Infinity is the only game where you could officially feature Loki versus Darth Vader in a battle to the death. It was like our childhood imaginations were right there on the screen. Not only did we get to enjoy the nostalgia and watch our favorite characters come to life, but we had an excuse to purchase toys again. Collectibles. The Darth Maul figurine is definitely a collectible. Don't even get us started on the toy box mode. In that mode, our true game developer at heart came out as we were able to design levels, place multiple characters, and use dozens of props from Disney movies, Marvel movies, and the Star Wars universe. Our wallet is probably thanking us that the game was shut down, or we'd probably be purchasing a Disney Infinity Porg collectible right now. Oregon Trail. As a child in the 1980s or 1990s, it was a big privilege to get some computer time at school. While online games are extremely easy to access now, back in the day, we were limited to what was installed on the hard drive of the bulky classroom desktops. For many of us, this included taking a journey down the Oregon Trail. The educational game allowed players to create a fictional family to travel across the whole country in an ox-pulled wagon. Crossing rivers, trading items, and hunting for food were key features of the game. While Oregon Trail was a great adventure to get through study hall or indoor recess, it's somehow more fun as an adult. We understand the game elements more, it brings back a lot of memories, and proves you don't need 4K graphics to play a great game. Now we go back to play Oregon Trail with one ultimate goal: avoid getting the dreaded dysentery and losing members of your family. For some reason, every decision is met with more stress, and it seems a little sadder with each family member we have to bury. The remakes and spin-offs of the MS-DOS classic won't do. Playing Oregon Trail as an adult only works if it's one of the original versions of the game from back in the day. Little Big Planet. On the surface, the Little Big Planet game looks like an introduction to platforming games for younger gamers. The childish-looking Sackboy, simplified graphics, and whimsical collection of bubbles all lead to this conclusion. Whether you curiously stumbled across this game or purchased it on your own, Little Big Planet has a lot of content to get thrills from. As you get through the levels, the puzzle platformer challenges only get more difficult, and it's only a matter of time before you forget you're controlling an animated sack that you decorated and dressed up with your various prizes. Each game in the Little Big Planet series is split up into 3 elements. Along with playing in levels, you have the ability to create levels where you can build challenging puzzles and worlds that other players can attempt to defeat. Little Big Planet also features an extensive movie mode, allowing you to capture movies and cutscenes featuring different characters and props. Each sequel improves upon the last, and you may find yourself spending a lot more money than you intended playing Little Big Planet games. This is when